If you read one book this summer, read Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows. If you read two books this summer, read Letters to eBay, Hilarious Auctions, Crazy Emails, and Bongos for Grandma. By day, Paul Metters is a simple fifth-grade teacher in a small California town. But when the sun goes down, he morphs into his alter ego, Art Farkas, the most demented and shameless correspondent an eBayer ever had. Trolling the millions of items up for sale on eBay, he catches sellers off guard with his outlandish and off-the-wall questions about their auctions. Like a mad scientist rubbing his hands together in mischievous glee, Art Farkas creates seemingly impossible situations and personas that border on the absurd. From the person selling a set of congas and bongos to the antique collector auctioning off a vintage catcher's glove, no one is safe from his onslaught of letters. These are the antics of a virtual prankster. Hello! My great-grandmother Kiki has been living with my sister and I for nearly 2 years, and she's driving us downright batty. She hardly does our laundry anymore, too. We have decided it's time for her to go out and make some rent money. We think that your congas and bongos would be a great investment for us. We would set up the congas and bongos on the corner of 5th and Granite, and Grandmother Kiki would drum to the walking public, hoping for loose change. Do you think that the congas and bongos would be difficult for her to carry, or would we need some sort of a carrying device for easier transport? How much do they weigh? Do you think that she could play all four at the same time? Maybe the congas with their hands and the bongos with their feet. Thank you for your time. Art Farkas.
Dear Mr. Farkas, carrying them to the street corner? This task may be difficult, but could be done. Put that conga around her neck, duct tape one to her back and one to her front, and ride bongos, with stands attached, like a horse. It would probably be better for transportation if you had a carrying device, but it can be done without. You may have to walk back a few times to grab the pieces you couldn't get before. I'm not sure of the exact weight, but not too bad. All in all, I would say maybe 50-ish pounds. If Kiki could play with her feet, then I would be willing to bet she could make a little money playing on the street corner.
Hello! My wife Norma and I are expecting our first child in December and couldn't be any more ecstatic. We are both well versed in the ways of early American settlers and have thus chosen to have a natural birth. Believe it or not, I'm a former junior college catcher, and my wife has agreed to a silly dream of mine. When little Willie is birthed, I will be squatting near Norma's you-know-what with full catcher's garb on. Mask, chest protector, shin guards, and of course a cup complete with athletic supporter. I will signal for a fastball, and boom! Little Willie will squirt out into the world and into my glove. Somehow, my trusty's catcher's glove has been misplaced. I am looking for a solid one to purchase on eBay. Do you believe your fine catcher's mitt is big enough to catch Little Willie? Will it absorb all the junk that comes with him? Art Farkas.
Dear Mr. Farkas, if Little Willie doesn't throw you a curve, and assuming there is not too much spin, I believe the Bill Dickey glove is up to the task. Your primary challenge will be to distinguish Little Willie from that junk accompanying him.
Would a grandma named Kiki be able to carry the congas and bongos to a street corner by herself to earn some rent money? Is the catcher's glove big enough to catch a newly birthed child? These are just two of the over 100 borderline insane questions posed by Art Farkas to unsuspecting eBay sellers. Do they take this cyber prankster seriously and cling to that age-old credo, the customer is always right? Find out in the book, Letters to eBay, Hilarious Auctions, Crazy Emails, and Bongos for Grandma.